Hello, civil engineers. Welcome back to the lecture. So, in the previous lecture, we got the total shuttering quantity up to the plinth beam top, which was 64.74 square meter. Now, what we're supposed to do? We're supposed to find the concrete quantity for that particular column up to the top of the plinth beam. Okay. So, again, what I'll do, I can copy the same thing from here. I'll copy the same thing. Yeah, I'll copy this Control C and I'll write it here. This will be Control V. Okay. Now instead of shuttering, I need to write this as concreting. Okay. Concreting work for neck column till plinth beam top. Okay. So again, since it's a concreting work, it's always good that if you mention the grade of the concrete, it's always a good practice to be done. So what I can do, I'll write here M20 grade. Okay. Previously we had used M20 only, no, for the footing. In my entire structure, I'll use M20 only. Let me drag this. Yeah. So if you see here, M20 I had used. So here again, M20. Okay. Fine. So this will be my, see now what has happened, this particular row is little big. Whereas here it is individual. This part is individual, isn't it? Individual in the sense, see, this is one row, second row, third row. Whereas this part is a one complete row. So if you want to make all the three row as a single row, select all the three row and go to this option called as merge and center. Now what will happen? This entire thing will be one unit, okay, or one cell. So this is 08, I guess. Yeah, it was 07. This is 08. Okay, select this, bring it to the center, make it bold, and then you can increase the size and you can even get that color. Okay, done. Now again, next thing is very simple. Try to copy this. Okay, up to here you copy everything and say Control C, because for the same shuttering, wherever the shuttering is done, there your concreting will come. No, that is why. So only the thing is the unit will be in cubic meter. Mention this as cubic meter, and now you drag it. Done. Here we'll put this yeah, and make it as all borders. Okay, done. Next, what you're supposed to do, very simple. Whatever is your length and breadth of your column, that is the length and the depth of your column, and the height of your column, that we are going to write it here. So one thing, wherever the shuttering is done, whatever height we got for the shuttering, there only concreting will come. Again, select all these things, Control C, bring it here and place it here, and Control V. Done. Now, whatever size you have, no, column size is already mentioned, 200 by 350, 200 by 350, 200 by 350, and so on. So just mention here 0.2. Okay, and this is 0.35. Okay, next this is also 0.2. This is 0.35. Okay, you're able to understand? Yeah. Next, again, column size is 200, so 0.2 by 0.35. Okay, so this column is 0.2 by 0.35. Same thing, this column is 0.2 by 0.5 because 500 mm. This is 0.2 by 0.3. This column is 0.2 by 0.35. This column is 0.2 by 0.35, and this column is 0.2 by 0.5. Done everything. We'll bring at the center now. Click here, bring at the center. Okay, now coming to the quantity, you know that I'm finding the concrete quantity, so I require the length, multiply that by the breadth or the depth, multiply that by the height. Okay, I mean the height of your column. So just do that. I'm getting 0.715, and then you drag it in this way. Done. Your concrete quantity you have got for a single column, you can make it. Yeah, and now coming to the total concrete quantity, multiply this by the number of member. I have only one number in C1 column. Then I'll drag it for all things. Done. And now I'll reduce that. Done. Or everything I got. Now what is left out? I need to find the total concrete quantity. I'll again select this part. Okay, I'll say Control C. I'll bring it here. I'll paste it here. Okay, I'll paste it here. Done. Okay, so total, this will be total concrete quantity. Concrete quantity up to plinth beam top. Okay, yeah, so this will be again cubic meter. Control C, say Control V. Number of column is 24. This will try to see how much value I'm getting. So sum Yeah, from here to here, drag it and close the bracket, hit the enter button. 4.19 cubic meter of a concrete is required if I want to do 24 columns concreting. Okay, let me verify how much answer I got here. Yeah, you got 4.18186 here. 4.19. Good. No problem. There we had taken 3 digit. I had taken 2 digits here. No problem. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Why these things happen? This should have been 2 digit, no? Yeah. Yeah. 4.19. Okay. This you can make it in red color. I didn't do that. You do all this decorations. Okay. So in this way, you can make your, Excel sheet to look good. Yeah. And if you want, you can make it bold also in this way. So in this way, we have got the concrete quantity also for the column up to the plinth beam bottom. I require 4.19 cubic meter for concrete. Now we haven't found how much cement, how much sand, water, a coarse aggregate is required. That we'll do it later. I'll explain you how it has to be done. Then for the entire project, I'll tell you how it has to be taken care of. We can put that in the abstract sheet also. Okay, done. So shuttering quantity is done. And then this quantity is also done, concreting quantity. Okay. Finally, we have got that all this concrete quantity like no C1 column, C2 column, C3, C4, C5, C6, whatever may be, we have found all the concrete quantity now. After this, we are supposed to find the backfilling quantity. What is that backfilling quantity? I'll explain you. What is that backfilling quantity? So if you see here, if I go back to this, you have done this now, whatever soil you have excavated, you need to refill that soil. That is called as backfilling of the soil. That means you can see it here. See, in this way, you're supposed to put back the soil. Okay. Again, all these things I've explained in my construction methodology course or a site engineer course, all these things in a step by step. So in this way, you're going to do the backfilling of the soil. How much backfilling of the soil you are supposed to do? For that, we have a formula, or you can remember a thumb rule. The thumb rule is that, I'll write the thumb rule here. Thumb rule is that, okay. Remember the thumb rule. Whatever is the excavation quantity, 80% of that, 75 to 80% of that will be your backfilling quantity. That means what was my excavation quantity initially? Total, initially I got 328.82 cubic meter was my excavation quantity. Out of this, 80% of the soil will go back into the foundation. That means if I put 80% of this, I'll do that 80% here only, okay? Equal to 0.8 into multiply by 328. So that means almost 263. Okay, you can see this 263.05 cubic meter of a soil has to go as a backfilling soil. So we'll try to verify this, whether the thumb rule will work out or not. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll tell you how the thumb rule you understood. I'll write it here. Thumb rule 75 to 80% of excavation will be backfilling. Backfilling quantity. Okay, yeah, this I can wrap the text, and yeah, I can do it in this way, like merge it center. Yeah, this you have to remember. Now I'll explain you how it has to be done. So always remember, if you want to find the backfilling quantity, whatever is the excavation quantity, from there we'll deduct the which all. First we'll deduct the rubber soling, we'll deduct the sand filling, we'll deduct the PCC quantity, we'll deduct the footing concrete quantity, and we'll deduct the column concrete quantity. If you deduct all these things, no, you're going to get the backfilling quantities. Okay. So what we have to do, I'll tell you that. So equal to sign, I'll do it here only. I'll do it here, backfilling. Okay. Equal to sign. What is my total excavation quantity? My total excavation was 328.82 minus, I've done a minus symbol here. So in this, I'll take out my stone soling quantity. Minus, because that is already filled, no, there your soil is not going to go, minus my sand filling quantity 18.75 minus my PCC quantity minus my concrete quantity, footing concrete quantity, and minus your column concrete quantity. Column concrete quantity is how much? 4.19. Now everything I've done, I'll hit enter button. See how much I'm getting? I'll make it bold. 257.78. What is this? Cubic meter. Okay. This value is in cubic meter. I'll write the value here itself. Okay. So that there's no doubt. So this is in cubic meter. Okay. 257. Calculation I have done. What was my thumb rule? According to my thumb rule, what I'm supposed to get, what I was 263.05. But here how much I'm getting? By calculation 257, almost near. Even if you don't do the calculation, if somebody asks you, let us say you're working in a construction field, somebody asks you, see this much soil we had excavated, how much soil I need to do the backfilling and how much remaining soil will be there so that I can transport it to the other place. What you'll do, you'll directly say almost 75 to 80% of the excavation soil will go back into the backfilling. Very simple, done. But there is one catch here. The catch is that I'll explain that in the next lecture. This is not the actual calculation. This is one small calculation which you need to take care of. Okay. Other than that, most of the things we have understood, that how the backfilling has to be done and how the calculation should be done. Okay. Now I'll ask you one more question. Now, whatever backfilling soil we have done, no? Okay, this is fine. Let us say this soil will be stored in some other place. Now you need to bring in the truck, and through a truck you're going to do the backfilling. Now how much truck is required to, how much truck, how many number of loads will be required to do the backfilling of this soil? Okay, always remember, I'll show you one image. Yeah, so remember, see, this is a truck what we use to do the backfilling because you need to bring in the soil, right? So the capacity of this particular truck is almost 14 cubic meter. This particular truck can carry 14 cubic meter of the soil. So how many such loads is required? We'll try to do that. Very simple. So whatever quantity you have got, now that you have to divide it by 14. One truck can carry 14. So how many such number of loads is required? Not the truck. Truck, if you have one or two, that is enough. But how many times it has to go do the backfilling, come back, that I'm going to find. Okay. So now I'll write here number of loads. Number of loads required for 14 cubic for 14 cubic meter truck. Okay. So that will be very simple. Whatever is your backfilling soil, you divide it by 14 because that is the capacity of one truck. So almost I'm getting 18.41. I can take it as 18 or I can take it as 19 also. I need to round up, not an issue. Just think that you require 18 trucks. I mean, not 18 trucks, 18 loads is required. That 18 loads you can deploy 2 or 3 trucks. It depends on you how it has to be done. But 18 loads is required if I want to do the backfilling of the soil. Understood? So this is how we are supposed to understand. Up to this, we have finished all the part. Up to the backfilling part is done. And after that, in the next lecture, we'll try to see how the plinth beam PCC, the plinth beam concreting, the shuttering will be done. Okay. So we'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.